Now, there we go. There we go. Sorry. It was all fucked up because I think of that crash yesterday, which I'm curious if my computer is going to crash again today. Because that's the second time that's happened, where when we were streaming with Aurelia Tempress before I left, it crashed. And then yesterday it crashed. But because it crashed, it fucked up some stuff. But okay, I need to put out announcements that we're live now. Live now for Warhammer SKULLS. Reveals for Warhammer video games, including Total War. What awaits us? Come join the live reaction show. Nvidia card? No. I don't think so. I don't remember. But if it does crash again, I did figure out how to actually look at my crash supports or reports so I can immediately open it and see what the hell the problem is. But yeah, hopefully everyone's doing well. I did decide to do this on StreamYard so I don't have my sound alerts because there's a chance that Andy might show up, and if Andy shows up, then he'll just jump in the lobby. But so I apologize in advance for if you wanted sound alerts or other cute things, because they are not there. But hopefully he shows up to join us, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so got that. Boop, boop. And then we can go to Twitter and post that. No, not like that. X. Yep, that's what we want, baby. But how are y'all? How is everybody? How is everybody doing today? Hopefully well. I am excited for today. I am not. I actually know very little about what's going to be in today's presentation. I'm pretty sure that we're going to be getting. I know Total War is going to be here. So I know Creative Assembly has something for the show, but we'll have to see what it is. We've gotten some pretty cool stuff in the past for SKULLS. Because SKULLS has been going on now for 9 years, technically, I think. But we might be seeing. I mean, thinking in the past, we've gotten. If you think back, we've gotten legendary heroes. We've gotten new units. We've also gotten trailers as well. So, a few years back, we had the teaser for the Silence and the Fury trailer. We also got the Bone Giant. We got Karanak last year. We did get Ricars 1 year, didn't we? So yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff it could be. But we'll have to see. A Fat Shark is going to be showing off, I think, a new enemy type for Darktide, which a lot of people believe is the Gene Stealer cults. But yeah, hopefully everyone's doing okay. I'm gonna ping Andy one more time, or maybe 2 more times, because he should be awake. He might have just forgot. Okay. I'm gonna ping his wife. That usually works. I'm gonna ping Lindsay. That usually has better results. Are you the only one with no sound? Yes. Yes, that is just you. Everyone else can hear me. So that's a you problem. I still don't want Total War Warhammer 40K, but I don't know how it would work, but I still want it. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. I'd be interested to see what it looks like. I don't know if. I mean, okay, so if it's Total War, guys, I will say this: if it's Total War, it's probably no, we know Total War's gonna be here. If it's a teaser or a trailer, it's probably going to be the new DLC. It's probably going to be the new DLC, which is the Slashmas, as I've been calling it. That is a very likely possibility. If it's anything bigger than that, it could be like a new game, but the only way it could be a new game is if it's like 40K. But I'm not expecting that. I suspect it'll be it'll be some new thingy for Warhammer 3, or it'll be the trailer announcement. But I am not expecting Total Warhammer 3. That would surprise me quite a bit. Not impossible, but it would surprise me. Let's see. Let me get through these real fast as we're waiting for the show to start. Finally, the Slaughter Wakes. Yes, I know. I woke up late. Have I been keeping up with the Scourge of Gyrad? No. I actually was just about to look into that, Nolan, because I saw a post about it and I was like, what the fuck is this? I think a lot of it happened while I was gone, and I didn't look until very recently. So I don't know what that is, but I saw it. So I need to get caught up. Howdy, so if we get Total War for this, what is your dream announcement and your realistic announcement? My dream announcement, which, to be very clear, my dream announcement is completely unrealistic and has no grounding in reality whatsoever. Oh my gosh, thanks for all the subs, guys. I'll get those in a second. My dream announcement would be like Total War Warhammer 4. Which is not going to happen. It would, and this is not the place where they would do it, even if it was going to happen, but that's just not going to happen. It would be, a Total War Warhammer 4 would be, like the hypest fucking thing for me. And it's like Hobgoblin, Khanate, Nippon, Naga of Koresh, and Kingdoms of End as like the 4 starter races. Like, I'd be like, oh! So that's not gonna happen. Realistic announcement is that it's just gonna be the trailer for the new DLC. That would be the most realistic thing, I think. Either that or like a legendary hero, probably. Like they could do, if it's a legendary lord, it would be cool if it was like Egrim von Horseman to like round off Tzeentch. If it's a legendary hero, it would be really cool if it was Valnir the Reaper, to give Nurgle like a legendary hero that all of Nurgle has access to, instead of just Tarmogon, because Kask is locked to Tarmogon. So those are the realistic ones. But it could also just be the trailer. Buffett, I know it's wildly unlikely. I love an AOS game. I don't think it's that crazy unlikely. It's certainly possible. Thank you for all the super chats, by the way, guys. Let's go Iceland and Monkey King. Oof, Monkey King. I would be very shocked if they did the Monkey King. Right now. Maybe at some point. I don't think any super thing. Weird question. Did the ancestor gods ever threesome? That is a weird question. Oh, Andy's still stuck in a meeting. Bummer. But I don't think Andy's gonna make it. Or if he does, he'll be like super late. So I don't want to. I'll simply say that I don't know, and don't let your explore your dreams. Be adventurous, and wonder. Enjoy wandering across the stars and all that. Nolan, the Scourge of Gyrad is a story update for AOS. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. All the factions got new updates and leads us straight into the General's Handbook next season. I need to get caught up. When does the stream start? About 10 minutes, 9 minutes. Oh, it's live now, actually. Hold on. Question is, do I want to do this on Twitch or do I want to do it on YouTube? I think we'll do it on Twitch, and then if the Twitch stream has problems, we'll go to YouTube. All right, so we're gonna do. I'm gonna put myself over here. Yeah, that's fine. And then we're gonna put SKULLS full screen, and then we're gonna do this, and 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 then I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this. All right, cool. So we're all set. And I'm gonna leave it on mute because I don't know what music they're playing, but it's a very good chance it's copyright. Also, let me get caught up on the subs. Thank you very much, Raving 94. Install ad block. High hopes for some real news for the DLC. Oh, the Prime, yeah. Well, thank you for the 18 months. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, hopefully it'll be something cool. Super Ego, thank you for the 35 months. I'm excited for Speed Freaks. Oh, I forgot about Speed Freaks. Blood Bowl 3 stuff, maybe Dawn of War remaster, and the random SKULLS free DLC for Total War Warhammer. All of those would be very exciting. All of those would be genuinely very exciting. Lich Lord Chris, thank you for the 18 months. Hi, y'all. Let's hope it'll be a good event. I suspect it'll be good. Last year was quite good. And Rovanier, nice to see you again, Sotek. Hope you had a good trip. I did. I had an amazing trip. Hypothetical question: could a lore master character fall to Slaanesh instead of Tzeentch due to his desire to know all the pleasure/perfection related to gaining knowledge? Yes, 100%. Actually, if you go look at the teaser trailer back for when Warhammer 3 was coming up, if you go look up the Slaanesh Nurgle reveal trailer, the advisor, whose whole thing is about knowledge, almost gives the Tome of Fate to Nakari, and Nakari's whole thing is that he lures him in and is basically bargaining with him to give him knowledge, because the Keepers of Secrets know everything. A lot of people, funny enough, a lot of people assume that Tzeentch is actually the chaos god that like knows everything. But that's not really true. It's more of Slaanesh's domain because it's an excess of knowledge. Tzeentch is more like, Tzeentch is knowledgeable, and Tzeentch knows the most kind of about like magic specifically, and also, you know, the manipulation of fate and all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to like sheer knowledge, that is much more Slaanesh's party. Sotor, thank you for the 46 months. So close to 2 years. Do you mean, Sotor, that 48 months would be 4 years, dude. Not 2 years. That's 4 years. I don't, your math ain't mathin'. Old Witch Doctor, what is your bang, marry, kill for Grugni, Valea, and Grimnir? That's hard, actually. I'd probably kill Grimnir, bang Grugni, marry Valea. Yep. 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 There we go. All right, we got 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I'd like a new AOS game, but I think the failure of Realms of Ruin kind of put a damper on things for a while. Yeah, that's certainly possible. That's a very distinct possibility. But you never know. I mean, because if someone's been working on a game in the background, it's, you know, whatever. Realms of Ruin makes me sad. I really think that game had good potential. They just couldn't stick the landing. Owlcat prematurely posted the Inquisition game on stream. Oh, well, I mean, it happens. I mean, I'm not too worried about like the leaks and stuff because, you know, it's just fun. Can you did CA tell about Harold Hammerstorm before the stream. So generally when there's like a reveal type thing, we usually pretty much always know about it right before. But doesn't mean I always look at it. Because usually it's like right before the thing, and unfortunately, because of where CA is in the world, being in England, it's while I'm usually still asleep. So I just get up and come hang out with you guys. So I'm here with y'all, and I'm not sure what it is. All I know for sure is that they have something. I just don't know what it is. Have I been to Meow Wolf in Grapevine? Oh, okay. 3 minutes till it starts. What is Meow Wolf? That sounds familiar. Oh, what the fuck? Immersive Art Museum. Jesus, it's a $50 entry fee? What are they, like, kissing my feet as I walk in? That's so expensive. Huh. I might check that out. That actually sounds kind of interesting. Oh, they have 21 and up nights. Norsca High Elves? Yeah. I'm still full on team Norsca / High Elves. What do I think about the rumors of a new Dawn of War sequel? I mean, I'm down to try it. I honestly, so I feel personally, I don't know how y'all feel about this. I have much more interest in, like, I really would prefer a Dawn of War 1 remaster than a Dawn of War 4. Unless the Dawn of War 4 is just amazing. I would really, really like there to be just a remaster of the first game. With like all the DLCs included and just cleaning it up and making it work better on modern systems with like modern controls and stuff. That would be super nice. Like, it doesn't even have to be a remake. I'd just take a remaster. Salter, no. My brain make math hard. Yeah, it do be that way. Oh, Chaos Sir, thank you so much for the. Oh wait, is that on their stream? What the fuck? Oh yeah, it is on their stream. I was like, why would this tell me that? That's so weird. That got me very confused for a second. Okay. I forgot I'm watching on Twitch. What's your guess for free legendary lord, legendary hero? If they're giving us a character, my hope would be Egrim von Horseman for Tzeentch as legendary lord, or Valnir the Reaper as a legendary hero for Nurgle. But 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Here we go. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, we're right into it. Let me know if y'all can hear. Like the promo.
Hello, Warhammer fans.
Let's go!
I'm Coley, and welcome to the Warhammer Skulls 2025 Showcase.
Thank you for the 45 months.
Warhammer
Thank
Skulls
you.
is the annual celebration of Warhammer video games, the first place to see world premieres and exclusive reveals. And on top of that, starting
you know what I
right
really
now,
want?
you
A
can
Mark
enjoy a
of
week
Chaos
confirmation
remaster,
across
so it's
a
actually
wide
streamable
range
on modern
of
systems.
Warhammer
That would be
video
nice.
games on your chosen platform.
That would be nice.
So let's get things rolling
Fishman!
with the announcement
Fishman
of
would
a
be
new
cool.
game
Raise the
starring
video
sinister
audio.
agents of the Inquisition.
I don't know if I can. Hopefully that's better. Oh, I like the animation style. Okay, so this is Owlcat.
The Imperium is torn asunder. In this darkest hour, we are besieged on all fronts. By enemies from within.
Oh, Tau!
Enemies from without. By enemies from beyond. Still, no matter the cost,
Well, crew.
we must persevere. Every blade must be turned to our defense.
Night
Every
Lords.
soul, every dark secret. For if we fail, all will fall into the damnation of eternal night.
Ooh. Dark Heresy. Oh! Is that a, oh, that's a brand new game. Is that a brand new? I thought that was an expansion to.
Hi, my name is Olga Kelner. I'm the lead narrative designer at Owlcat.
Oh, okay.
And
I thought this was a DLC.
For the storylines of both Rock Trader and the upcoming Dark Heresy games. We'd like to thank all our players for their amazing support and feedback. They really mean a lot to the team. We've received many requests to make a title exploring Dark Heresy as our
Make a
next
fantasy game, you fucking cowards!
As Warhammer fans ourselves, we all long dreamed of bringing this game to life as a CRPG, and here we are. We are excited to deliver
Where's my Warhammer Fantasy roleplay game?
A more personal experience to our fans, filled with
cowards,
dark bites, thrilling investigations, tough narrative choices, and an inside look at one of the most secretive
Do the enemy
organizations
within
in the Warhammer universe, the Inquisition. To learn more about our game and follow the latest updates, please visit our website and follow our socials. We can't wait to welcome you there. See you soon.
I'm just saying, the Warhammer tabletop RPG is significantly more profitable than any of the 40K games. Like, significantly. Oh, and they're doing an expansion. Like, more people play Woofrup than any of the 40K games. So where's my 40K game? I thought GW follows the money. Is the stream lagging? Hopefully not. The Season 2 pass. Talisman? What the what? I always forget that Games Workshop owns Talisman, because it feels very random. Yeah, Talisman is not a Warhammer IP, it's a Games Workshop IP. The sound quality on this trailer like not the sound quality, but like the lack of sound and the kind of like free sounding OST is a choice. Oh! I know that staff. Is this Total War? Oh, is this Total War? Oh, it's a trailer. It's a trailer. Oh, is that who I think it is? He's gonna betray them. It's Sayl the Faithless. It's Norsca. We're doing Norsca. Look, and those are the Vitki. Tides of Torment. Are they going to show Nightmaw? Nightmaw! Oh, okay. So we're getting Norsca with Sayl the Faithless. God damn it, my Mortals of Norsca prediction is not out yet. It's being edited right now. Tides of Torment. So it's Slaanesh, Norsca. It's got to be High Elves. It's got to be High Elves. Okay, this is Total War music, so I don't know what this is for, but oh, it's the art book. I saw Andy Hall posting about this. Yeah, this one's actually kind of interesting because it's like from a ton of different video games. So it's like Dawn of War, Warhammer Online, Age of Reckoning, Total War, Vermintide. It's a bunch. Man, they're just hauling ass. Warhammer combat cards? Oh, well, that's 40K, whatever. So Sayl the Faithless confirmed, and it looks like it looked like those were shaman sorcerers, lords. So the new it looks like so Norsca's getting so I'm hoping they're called Vitki because Vitki has like a whole thing. Oh, this is Tacticus. Bro, Space Marine tried to do the classic like, I'll take him out with me, and the card effect is like, nah, get fucked, dude. That's so funny. All right, so Custodes coming to Tacticus. Huh, I did not know they were legally allowed to take off their helmets. What Chaos God does Sayl belong to? None. Sayl is undivided. Because Sayl the Faithless betrays everyone. He doesn't commit himself to any of the gods because he is super paranoid. Yeah. We'll talk about Sayl in depth after we're like past all the reveals because
games are
it's so nonstop.
Us. They're a part of culture, part of what makes us human. Without preservation, all the
Nightmaw's not a legendary hero. Nightmaw is like a
risk being lost.
Nightmaw
forever.
is more like a summon,
happen.
probably.
That's why we've launched the GOG preservation.
He is
an initiative dedicated to rescuing and reviving classic games,
yeah,
ensuring they
chaos.
remain accessible, playable, and DRM free for generations to come. The world of Warhammer holds a special place in the hearts of gamers everywhere. Its rich lore, unforgettable characters, and legendary
GOG are the
battles
goats,
have
dude.
shaped the way we experience
GOG are the goats.
fantasy. That's why we
Yeah,
can't
so probably
allow
like
these
Krell.
iconic games
So
to become
hopefully Krell
unplayable
will
with
change at
time.
some point.
Today, we're thrilled to
but-
announce that 4 classic Warhammer titles are joining our GOG preservation program,
Oh.
ensuring they remain fully playable, DRM-free, and accessible on
4
modern
new
systems
games for
years to
GOG.
come.
Oh my god, the original Chaos Gate? Warhammer Epic? Right. Wow, I've heard of these games. Hey, Shadow of the Horned Rat! Wow, they're adding some.
To celebrate SKULLS
classics.
2025, we are giving away Warhammer.
They are adding
40,000
some
Knights
real
of War,
classics.
along with a time-limited digital goodie bag.
Holy,
including great
holy
wallpapers
hell,
and more.
GOG.
Go to GOG.com and make games live forever.
Good for them. Yeah, so I'm suspecting Nightmaw will be a summon. Because he's a chaos spawn that follows Sayl around everywhere. Yo, Corn's coming to Blood Bowl! Blood Bowl's about to add a new single-player mode, which I'm really excited about. But they're in the midst of adding it. It's in beta right now. The Blood Brew. A free new coach. Yeah, the core team's actually quite good because so much of it has frenzy. Great. Blood Bowl 3 continuing to be awesome. Cool stuff. Guess they'll only reveal the Norsca roster tomorrow. I highly doubt they're going to reveal the entire roster tomorrow. I would get if I had to get it's probably very safe to say it's probably a dev roundtable,
and there's still plenty more.
It's probably a dev
including this
roundtable
next
tomorrow.
trailer from a studio I've had the honor of working with personally.
Oh, so it's Boltgun. Yep.
Chaos filth.
Oh, type to kill. That's fun. That's very fun. Words of that's very cool. That's a cool update. Type to kills are really fun. That's very funny.
Death and ruin.
That's a great update. You can work on your speed typing.
Glory for Ultramar.
Oh, it's a new update. Look at all the corn demons. What? Whoa. Boltgun 2? Boltgun 2?
That's right. Malum Kaido is back.
Oh my good
I
lord.
am truly honored to have been given the opportunity to voice Kaido. It has been a highlight of my career, and I love how much the community have taken to our very angry boy. And I am so excited for you all to be able to continue his journey. We have plenty more surprises yet to come, including an update on one of last year's biggest announcements. Let's take a look.
All right then. Yeah, we have 2 whole bolt guns. Oh, is this Mechanicus?
Report. What have our scouts found?
Devastation.
Ooh. Oh, it's pretty. Oh, it's real pretty.
Structures are active across the planet. The Necron laws awaken their legions for war. Undying warriors and technological horrors are decimating the Imperials. But their machine code's resistance is fierce. Their tech priests are reinforcing the front
looks
lines with
really
everything
pretty.
they have, human and machine alike.
Ooh. unit types there are.
It's a bitter fight to maintain their production capabilities.
And the music sounds so good.
Every inch of ground taken. That ground zone.
Fuck the Mechanicus. I am playing the Necrons. I'm so excited for the Necrons.
Securing our target amidst this destruction.
Luck has, need keeps, toil earns. Is the Oathband ready to deploy?
Our hearts burn, Lord Greenyear. Where do we strike?
Wherever the wisdom of the Votan decides.
The Votan? What? The Votan are here?
The ancestors are watching.
The Votan? What? What? What are the space dwarfs doing here? What are the space dwarfs doing here? Oh, original Mechanicus is free to play. Nice. That's pretty hot. Not gonna lie, that's pretty hot. Oh, this is Vermintide for sure. Yeah, Vermintide. What we got?
And no tires are here.
The Ratmen mean to use the Well of Dreams to send their bomb into the world.
The final chapter of Verminous Dreams.
But belief does not surrender to fact. The Skaven must be stopped, and we shall be the ones to do it.
The second map for this was really good. Oh, okay, so the finale for Wall of Dreams. Very cool. Nice, 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 nice. Official merchandise. Get 20% off. Oh, nice. Okay, 20% off merch. The merch store for the Warhammer merch store actually has surprisingly nice shirts. Their shirts are genuinely quite nice.
Rush Stomper.
Speed Freaks looks like it's gonna be so fun, dude.
What's the boy?
Speed Freaks is looking pretty good.
Some weather.
So much DACA. Dude, the fucking Morkanaut version 1.0. So they're ready. Out now? Right now? Fuck. Okay, well, we got more games to play. 1.0, so it's done. I guess we're gonna have to.
New command.
Play that.
Vigilant. Day 1.
What is this?
I deploy our 1st regiment. Morale is high, but could always improve. Day 7. We join forces with the Adeptus Astartes. Day 12. Together, we drive back the heretics in the north. Day 13.
That's not the right one.
The strength of our forces is a
Creative Assembly has confirmed tomorrow is a dev blog. So it's going to be the Norsca dev blog.
I sacrificed 21 regiments in a diversion attack.
Sacrificed 21 regiments for a diversion.
Day 17. Our allies sell their lives.
What is this?
In battle with the
Is this Dawn of War? This is a really nice trailer.
Our covert operations cripple the most powerful orc faction, luring their own allies to turn against them.
This is a very cool
Day
trailer.
30. Across Vigilus, our armies drive the enemy back. For the first time, men whispered of hope, even of victory. But I am certain this was only the beginning.
It's a mobile.
I'm Hinrich, part of the Supremacy Warhammer 40,000 team, and we are really excited to be here at SKULLS and present our new game to you Warhammer fans. Our goal is to create a free-to-play grand strategy experience that is really deep and
free-to-play,
mobile.
So it's a mobile game.
It will also be downloadable on our website for PC.
I thought
it's not about small skirmishes or
I thought it was like Dawn of War 4 for a minute.
Unfolding against other players in the match.
Silly me.
Silly me. I'm really looking forward to seeing you all in the match, rallying your forces of Space Marines, Astra Militarum, or Chaos.
I mean, it might be fun. You never know. It could be fun.
The orcs and give the other players in the match a real good crumping.
But I mean, free-to-play grand strategy is not
to tell us which faction you want to choose and
not
get
the best.
Updates on Supremacy Warhammer 40,000. See you on Vigilus at launch.
I'm just gonna leave this up, by the way. So Creative Assembly has confirmed tomorrow is the dev blog on Norsca. So tomorrow is the dev blog on Norsca. This looks like a statue. Whoa! Weta Workshop. Weta is serious shit. Abaddon. Okay, is there anything not 40k? Yo, Scraggot the Loon King? Oh, baby. I wish they had done an old world piece, but I'll get that Scragrot model. Yes, it is Norsca. It is Norsca. I was right. I was fucking right. It's also Sayl, which I also predicted in my video that you haven't seen yet.
We released the latest DLC for Battle Sector, the Astra Militarum. The new faction joined the fight with 16 new units and brand new HQ abilities. This March, we sent out a major patch for Battle Sector, featuring some. Really
they're like $1,000. Oh well, fuck that. I'm not doing that. I like Scraggrot. I don't like him that much.
With Battle Cannon and Kedian Sergeant. Secondly, there was a significant faction.
Dude, I'm really excited for Norsca.
With new unit balance.
I'm so excited for Norsca. Norsca, dude, they've been needing a DLC for so long.
For this year's SKULLS, we wanted to give you some new free units. This time, it's the Sisters of Battle and Orcs that will reap the benefits. The Adeptus Sororitas can now count on the Dominions, while the Orcs are gaining the much-requested melee version of the Boys.
Building upon the foundations of the planetary
Battle Sector is
towards new war zones. We're adding a new game mode.
Seems like a pretty popular game.
Today at SKULLS, we're releasing just the first version of Crusade. In the future, we're planning on improving and expanding it based on your feedback and suggestions. Crusade will challenge you to take your initial army and go through waves and hordes of enemies. We're also adding a new way to level up your army.
Or am I thinking of Gladius? I might be thinking of Gladius.
Based on how fiercely they're fighting the enemy.
There hasn't been new story content from us since our initial release, but that changes today with the arrival of our new story campaign.
Battle Sector is cool. Okay,
welcome to Warzone Chalnath. Within this zone, we find Theracleo 4, otherwise known as Ashenfell. Once a world of great fire and industry, with boiling volcanoes.
It's a good game, it's just rage-inducing.
With the Great Rift came a great filling, and the planet is now just a ball of ash and ice. And now, a great orc war has descended to spread fear and destruction across the planet. Into this realm of ash and fury descends Canoness Cilicia of the Order of Our Martyred Lady, accompanied by Sister Hospitaller Durentia and a mobile strike force of zealous Zephyrim. She has been dispatched by the Ecclesiarchy to assault the Orc flanks and relieve the pressure around the bastion of Fortress Convent Incentia. This campaign is 12 missions long, and also adds 3 new units for the Sisters of Battle for use in both the Deeds of the Fallen campaign and in other game modes. As well as the previously mentioned Zephyrim, we are also bolstering the Sisters' force.
Need more fantasy? We do need more fantasy, it's true.
The sisters will gain access to the castigator.
What do I think of Gladius? Have I played it? No, I haven't. I need to, though, because I've heard very good things. I've heard it's very good.
There will also be something new, exciting, and a bit chaotic coming towards the end of the year.
Have they announced Dawn of War 4? No. They announced a mobile game that looked like Dawn of War 4, but it's a mobile game. Dude, there's so much 40k slop.
The Imperium of Man has stood
Display
for 10,000 years, guarded by the might of the Space Marines. And
so yeah, tomorrow is going to be the dev stuff on Norsca. We now know that the DLC is called Tides of Torment, which means it's exactly what I wanted it to be. When I actually did my original proposal for what I hoped the Slaanesh DLC would be, my hope is that it would be naval themed, and that as a naval themed DLC, we'd be looking at Slaanesh, Norsca, and High Elves. We don't have it confirmed yet that it's High Elves for the third faction, but considering it's called Tides of Torment, I will be very surprised if it's not High Elves. But Norsca, because Norsca for me was the one I was a little like, I hope for Norsca, but I'm not sure. Very, very excited. Very excited.
Traitors. Abominations. You called us so many names.
It's not going to be Dark Elves or Vampire Ghosts. It won't. I'm just telling you now, it's not going to be Dark Elves. Like, it's High Elves or Grand Cathay, but it's probably High Elves. I would be willing to bet money it's High Elves.
We are the composers of agony, sculptors of torment, the Emperor's children. And as you draw your last breath, I grant you one last gift. Your death will be exquisite.
Cute Lizardman, that would be hilarious. Like, there's no way it's vampire counts, dude. There's no way it's vampire counts. It's not undead. It's gonna either be High Elves or Cathay, and it's probably gonna be High Elves. Because it's Slaanesh. If you're doing Slaanesh, you have to do an elf faction. I feel like it's contractual.
Stand now in the name of Baal and terror. Look on me now and know your slayer.
Then why mention Cathay? They have not mentioned Cathay. I don't know where you're getting that from.
We do not need a Primarch to win this war. We are more than a brotherhood of the failed and the fallen.
I'm just saying, it's probably High Elves, and when I'm right, you should come over here and be like, Sotek, you're so smart. Here's five gift subs on YouTube and Twitch. I'm just saying, I predicted this shit months ago. I'm just good at what I do, baby. Warhammer Plus makes me sad, dude. Like, if all of this was just free on the Warhammer YouTube channel, it would be so good. This would be so good if it was for free on the Warhammer YouTube channel. I don't understand why they paywall it. And those animations should be on like Amazon or something. Is there no, there's no free LC. Yeah, I am pretty, no, I'm 100% sure. I'm 100% sure there's no free LC for SKULLS this year. So it's like when they did, it's like when we had, free cosmetic. It's like when we had Silence of the Fury, which was the Lizardman versus Beastman DLC.
Entering the home stretch now.
We've
saved some of the best for last.
All they did was a trailer. There's no free DLC this year.
With a new playable DLC,
but I mean, to be fair, guys, the DLC I'm pretty sure is going to be out in like a month and a half or 2 months at most. So I imagine that CA is all hands on deck for the DLC. Okay, here's the Darktide announcement. I'm genuinely curious about this one.
You are in defiance of the Emperor's.
Oh, sticks and stones. Thank you. Thank you for the 5 memberships. I appreciate it. That's very nice. Thank you.
Our judgment. Prepare for sentencing.
This is a really fancy trailer, so they should be announcing something kind of big. It's either new playable characters or a new enemy type. Oh, it's the Doggo! Can I play the dog? I want to play the dog. Oh, RBT's cool. So it's a new career. Nice. So it's a new playable career then. Very cool. Very cool. So much for G-Stealer cults, but a new playable career is always nice. What's our BTs? They're Judge Dredd, basically. They're just, what the fuck? Oh no. Oh no. Warhammer. Oh no. Oh no. Dude. Oh no, that's bad. That's bad for a lot of people. Rust, what have you done? I personally don't have a thing for Rust, but I know that that's bad news for a lot of people. Oh, is this finally the Horde mode? Siege mode. Oh, bro, the Biotitan can spawn in siege mode? Holy shit. Is that a playable Terminator? Do you get to play as a Terminator in this mode? Looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cool. Nah, miss me with all this 40K shit, dude. Where's my old world merch? Where is it?
My faith is my
Relic? Oh! Oh, please. Please, remaster, please. Please. Can you use Prime subs on this channel? Yes, you can, and it would be very appreciated. Yo! It's a remaster! Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! Remaster! Space Marines attack!
Even in death, I still serve.
Oh! Oh, baby! Oh, baby! I wonder if they're gonna add any like new units, or if it's just cleaning up the graphics and stuff. The remaster looks kind of bad. I don't know how to tell you this, man, but the original game looks kind of bad. I think it's a you know, a faithful remaster. Honestly, as long as it like works fine. As long as it like runs really well, I don't need it to be pretty. I just want it to run like butter. Like as long as it runs well, the controls are updated for like modern strategy games where I can use my WASD keys, which you can't in the original game.
There is no such thing as innocence.
Improved camera and lighting. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna buy it. I'll buy it. Fuck it. I'll buy it. Oh yeah. Oblivion was not really a remake. That was more like a remaster. Or sorry, no, it was more like a remake. Oblivion, they did a ton of shit for. Oh, that looks kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie, that does look like a good time. I think we have one of these near where I live. Yeah, Oblivion called itself a remaster, but it's not a remaster, it's a remake. I guess they just thought that remaster sounded cooler. Sticks and Stones, thank you again for the five gifted memberships. I really appreciate that. It's very, very sweet.
Peggy 18.
Space Marine 1? Yeah. And so we have another remaster. 4K resolution. Yeah, okay. Modernized controls, interface overhaul. Oh! Okay. Okay.
I ain't finished with you yet, Space Marine! But I am finished with you. Oh.
Okay. That's quite reasonable. That's quite reasonable, I think.
Well, that's it, folks. Thank you very much for joining me. You can learn more about the games featured in this showcase.
All right. So what are our thoughts? What are our thoughts? Oh, I don't like this. That's it. That's it. No. Yeah, no. There's no new Total War game. It never misses an opportunity to miss an opportunity. That seems a little harsh. So the big thing is, so we got a teaser for the trailer, which is the same thing they did in like 4 years ago. I think it was the SKULLS 4 years ago. They did the same thing where they gave us a teaser for the Silence of the Fury trailer. So they did the same thing. Mechanicus 2, very cool. Yeah, agree with that. Mechanicus 2 is looking pretty hot. The Dark Heresy game looks interesting. Dude, Owlcat needs to make a fantasy game, dude. Owlcat needs to make a fantasy game. Okay, hold on. I need to get caught up on Kroot. Yep, we saw some Kroot. In the games industry, hasn't the fantasy side always been more profitable than 40K, with the exception being Dawn of War times? I don't know about always, but I know in modern, at least currently, fantasy licenses tend to be more profitable than their 40K counterpart. So like the fantasy role-play tabletop game is significantly more profitable than any of its 40K counterparts. And Total War Warhammer is has made the most money out of any Warhammer video game. So it's beaten Dawn of War. Now, granted, Dawn of War might start swinging back a little bit with the remaster, which will be nice. But Total War also has a lot further to go. But if they do a Total War 40K, which seems pretty much guaranteed at this point, who can say? Bobfoot, maybe we'll get a AOS Chibi 2. Oh, dude, I remember that. That was crazy. I hope the next DLC will be Vampire Counts, Bretonia, and who? Any ideas? I don't think that so call me crazy. I honestly don't think that CA is going to continue doing the three-part DLCs where it's like you versus you versus you. I think they're going to go smaller after this DLC because people want the DLCs faster. Like that has been one of the things that has been drummed up a lot. Like that's what I hear constantly from the community, from y'all, is that y'all want DLC faster. And if you want DLC faster, that means that they need to shrink the scope of the DLCs. So they need to go back to smaller fights. Oh yeah. They need to go back to like 1v1s, or maybe even, I've always been a very big proponent of introducing new kinds of DLCs. Like it'd be nice if we could get like a character pack that just had characters in it. Like a DLC idea that I've had rumbling around my brain is that I really, really want like a Bodyguard DLC. I would love a Bodyguard DLC that has like a group of legendary heroes that are just all bodyguards. So like Chakok's the Eternity Warden for the Lizardmen, Corrin Darkhand for the Dark Elves, Korhil Lionmane for the High Elves, Nakoth, the Herald Nakoth for the Tomb Kings. Like just do me like a Bodyguard pack that's like, I don't know, $8, $7 to $8, maybe $10 at most, and just has like 4 to 5 legendary heroes. Ludwig Schwarzhelm for the Empire. Yep, Ludwig Schwarzhelm. And yeah, just drops a bunch of Bodyguard characters in the game. Like that'd be kick-ass. I'd love that. Give me a pack that has 1 legendary lord in it, but it comes out super fast and it's $5, right? I would like more small stuff. That's where I'm at right now. Like as much as I love the gigantic Uber packs, they take a long time. I would be far more interested in smaller, faster stuff. Who is Sayl the Faithless? Oh, yeah, we should probably talk about him. So my Mortals of Norsca DLC proposal video is done. Well, sorry. The script is done. The recording is done. It is in editing right now. So my editor is currently working on it. Unfortunately, this came out and beat me to the punch, but I did record it a couple days ago because I had finished the script before I left for England. or the UK. So Sayl the Faithless comes from Tarmacon. So this is the Tarmacon book. It's very big. Sayl the Faithless is basically the best way to describe him. Funny enough, he's not Norscan. Rather amusingly, he's actually Kurgan. But Sayl the Faithless is a moderately powerful arch sorcerer of the Tribes of Chaos. So he is the reason he's called Sayl the Faithless is because he is a super paranoid he's a super paranoid sorcerer that constantly backstabs everybody around him and to further his own power. He is not dedicated to any gods, so he's not Tzeentch. He is completely undivided because he's scared of everyone. Well, yeah, he's from the Dolgans, but the Dolgans are a Kurgan tribe. The Dolgans are like under the banner of Kurgan. But he is Dolgan. Which if you actually go watch the Skull Taker stream, we actually talked a lot about the good old Dolgans. But though admittedly it's a bit unclear in the book if he's originally Dolgan, because he kind of just shows up among the Dolgan. So the book is actually, in my opinion, the book is actually quite unclear whether Sayl is himself Dolgan or whether he is an outsider that came to the Dolgan when he was young. But anyway, but so in tabletop, Sayl the Faithless is the leader of the Dolgan tribe by the time you meet him in Tarmacon. He's a reasonably powerful sorcerer, and he could take either the Lore of Heavens or the Lore of Shadows. And he has a Chaos Spawn that's basically attached to him at the hip. That is Nightmaw. And Nightmaw is basically so when you watch the trailer, that trailer is actually super cool. And well, actually, let me see if it's up on CA's account. Yes, it is. Okay, so cool. We can actually just rewatch this. So here, one second. So let me, this is actually very cool, but let me show you why. So Sayl the Faithless this is his serpent staff, or the Viperous staff. So the Viperous staff is a staff that has the serpents that protect Sayl and have like nasty venom and stuff. And what we're seeing depicted here is Sayl before he becomes Sayl. So one thing you'll notice is that, so clearly this is the new Shaman Sorcerer. So this is the new Lord for Norsca. So Norsca only has one Lord right now, which is the Norscan Chieftain. So here we see what I assume they'll call the Vitki, but if they're lazy, they might just call them the Shaman Sorcerer Lord. But we have the so here, this guy right here is an actual known character. So this is Skullcane the Vile. So Skullcane the Vile was the lead sorcerer of the Dolgan people. And when Sayl came to the Dolgan, Sayl basically managed to convince Skullcane to let him join his coven of 7 apprentices. So it's a coven of 8 shamans, with Skullcane the Vile being at the top, and then he had 7 apprentices below him, seer apprentices. And so Sayl joins, and Sayl immediately starts setting up for a scheme where basically Sayl goes to the to all of the various individuals and starts like convincing them that they're gonna like betray one another, they're gonna backstab one another, and all this stuff. And he plays on their paranoia, and playing on all their paranoia, it results in Skullcane being convinced by Sayl to do a ritual. And the ritual was meant for that Skullcane would get his 4 loyal apprentices to do a ritual with him that would kill the 3 non-loyal ones. So Skull King shows up and does this big ritual, and Sayl the Faithless, who we see right here. Now, you'll note this is Sayl before he transforms. So Sayl the Faithless actually Total War did a really good job with this. So Sayl the Faithless originally at this point in his story is a normal guy. So he looks like a normal person. But during this ritual, Sayl deliberately sabotages the ritual, and it causes him to the feedback causes Scalekane the Vile to basically just die. So Scalekane dies because of the backlash from the ritual, and the 3 other apprentices are fused together into they're fused together into a horrible chaos spawn known as Nightmaw that follows Sayl around. So if you watch this trailer, we see, so he joins the ritual, and then smiles like an asshole, and he deliberately sabotages it. So we see Scalekane gets killed here, and those 3 apprentices fuse together to become Nightmaw. But look here at the end. See, look, Sayl's all fucked up now. See how his arm is mutated into a bunch of tentacles? So Sayl the Faithless has mutated, which means that, so CA is actually making this fit his canonical story. So he gets his helmet a little bit after this. He doesn't have his helmet yet because his head and his arm are like horribly mutated. And he gets his helmet later because the way his head mutates is that his head becomes more like a lumpen mass. And he goes from having 2 eyes to only 1 eye in the center of his head. And so here, so here we have the Tides of Torment screen. And yeah, it's High Elves, dude. Look, it's High Elves. Because so this is the triple screen where it's going to put each of the legendary lords once they reveal them all. And it's black for Norsca, pink for Slaanesh, and blue for High Elves. That's it. It's what it is. It's gonna be High Elves, Slaanesh, and Norsca. I feel super fucking confident about that. Sayl does ride a mammoth. Though interesting, well, okay, so in the lore for Tamarkan, there is a Sayl the Faithless can ride on a mammoth, a war mammoth with a full Chaos War Shrine. In tabletop, he couldn't. He had to be on foot. But Total War tends to give characters the mounts they had the background, even if they couldn't do it in tabletop. But it's called Tides of Torment. It's gotta be Iceland. It's gotta be Iceland. Are we finally getting the Shaman Lords for Norsca? Yeah, you can see them right here. You can actually get a really good look with so this is going to be the generic Shaman Sorcerer Lord. Hopefully they're called Vitkis. They should be called Vitkis. Oh, Aurelia. Oh, hi. Hopefully she's doing well. Did you YouTube raids are dumb, so I don't get alerts when YouTube does a raid. Well, thank you guys for coming over. Hopefully y'all watched the I assume y'all were watching the SKULLS show, and if so, I hope y'all had a good time. Hi, Aurelia. There she is. I don't think it's Union dudes. I think it's if they legitimately come in here and they do High Elves or they do Cathay instead of High Elves, I'm gonna be pissed. Like I would be genuinely pissed off. Because High Elves need a DLC, dude. They deserve a DLC. They haven't had any love in quite a while. And we Shadows of Change was Cathay. I don't want any repeats. No repeats. But I'm pretty goddamn sure it's gonna be High Elves. But yeah, hopefully, really, I'll join the show and stuff. By the way, if you don't know me, hello there. I'm Lord Master Sotek. I've co-op streamed with Aurelia quite a few times, but I'm considered one of the premier authorities on Warhammer Fantasy lore and literature. And we just watched the SKULLS thing, and it was a super fun time. Could have definitely used a lot more fantasy or AOS reveals, but I am very excited about the new trailer stuff. Also, we know that there's going to be a dev interview about the Norsca part of the DLC tomorrow. So yeah. Milk and Cookies confirmed Iceland with Merworm. Well, I don't know where he's getting that from, because I have not heard that, but I don't know. Maybe he knows something I don't. But yeah, like, I don't know. I will check that out to see what would be there later. I have not heard anything about that. Let's see. Tech. Who are the legendary heroes for each faction? So for Norsca, it's probably gonna be It's probably gonna be Bjorg Bearstruck. Because like when I was making the Norsca proposal videos, Bjorg Bearstruck is an easy pick, because werebears. Like that's a super easy pick. But the only other one that I was really able to come up with is King Adela. But King Adela is a pretty minor character from the Warhammer Fantasy roleplay game, which King Adela is the king of Skeggi. So the king of Skeggi, who's a woman because cultural reasons, because the Norse don't have a word for queen. You're just king. Like it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. You're simply king. So my picks for legendary heroes were King Adela or Bjorg Bearstruck, and Bjorg would make the most sense. I don't think King Adela should be a legendary lord. King Adela is not that big of a deal. And the problem with King Adela is that King Adela is Tzeentch, is a Tzeentch character. And I don't think Norsca should have I don't think Norscan legendary lords should be anything but undivided. I think they should all be undivided. Any like if they are monogod, they are immediately legendary hero status. I do not think Norsca should have anything but undivided characters. So for legendary lords. So for the legendary lords only. Legendary heroes, I want Norsca to have a character for each god from their legendary heroes. So like for the legendary heroes, if it was up to me, the legendary hero cast for Norsca would be Bjorg Bearstruck, who's undivided, Sayla Anfengrim, who we already have, Styrkar Swartzvener, who is Slanesh, Gutrot Spume, who's Nurgle, and King Adela of Skeggi, who is Tzeentch. That's my dream team of legendary heroes for Norsca. How about a non-chaos legendary lord? It won't happen. It won't happen. It would be too messy with the way they've designed the game. It would be way too messy. Like Norsca from a Total War perspective is a chaos faction. It just is. To do that would be so impossibly messy. I wouldn't do that. I don't think that's a reasonable thing to ask for, because you'd basically be designing a brand new race. That would not be a faction. That would be a new race. That would be literally impossible with the way they've currently designed it. Yeah. Let's see. Scion, hype for types of Torment and Dark Heresy. Massively disappointed about Darktide, no Mark of Chaos remaster, and glad about Dawn of War Definitive, but also sad no Dawn of War 4. Yeah, I mean, the Dawn of War 4 stuff is like myths and rumors that just kind of started. So I would suspect that if it's true, which it may well be, they don't have anything to show yet. It's too early. It's probably way too early. Dawn of War Definitive is quite nice. Mark of Chaos remaster. I mean, yeah. From Eggman. Eggman is one of my favorite fucking villains. I love Dr. Eggman. So if you got Isekai into Warhammer Fantasy, what faction do you think would be the best shot at being convinced you aren't from the world and can get you back home? Lizardmen or High Elves. I think the Lizardmen or the High Elves would be the easiest to convince that you are not from their world, and they wouldn't like obliterate you for it. And they might have an interest in sending you back and would have the potential ability to do so. Anybody else would probably just kill you. Buckethead, I was silently praying for a GOG announcement for Shadow the Horned Rat. I wanted to play for a while, but it breaks with anything open on my PC. Well, hey, awesome. I might actually pick it up. I've never played through it, but so many people talk about it. I feel like I kind of have to. Necromancer Cobalt, Sayl the Faithless is a heaven/shadow wizard and it's Cyclopean. My hopes for Muna Mim is through the roof now. Muna Mim, I always knew Muna Mim was a big long shot. I always knew Muna Mim was a huge long shot. But I still have hope that we'll get her one day. Then we have Scion, also hopped for Mechanicus 2. I agree. Mechanicus 2 looks pretty hot. It looks very hot. I'm shocked how big the roster is. I am genuinely shocked how big the roster is. I was expecting because Mechanicus 1 has a much more compact roster. I know for a fact that the Tides of Torment is supposed to release this summer. I don't know exactly when this summer, but it is coming out this summer. So it's probably, based on where we are now, it's probably going to be a late July, early August would be my guess. Did we figure out what the summon monster was? Yeah, that's Nightmaw. Nightmaw is the personal chaos spawn of Sayl the Faithless, and it's basically always with him. So it's like a bodyguard that's always with him, because it's bound to him. My personal guess is probably July. My personal guess would be July, unless though I realize that's ambitious because we still have the final faction reveal, which is going to take them at least another 3 weeks. Nice sales for Warhammer stuff right now. Yeah, very true. Which also, if you use my Fanatical links, you could get even better discounts if you use the Fanatical links. And you also help me make a little money if you want. Let's see. I think that in general, the Norsca rework will be FLC, and in the DLC, there will be High Elves and Dark Elves. I don't think there's going to be any Dark Elves, dude. The Dark Elves are not, I don't think they're involved in this DLC, so CA is not going to do anything with them. I think there's a very good chance you're going to get a High Elf rework and you're going to get a Norsca rework, but that's a lot, dude. Norsca rework and High Elf rework is going to be really intensive. They're not going to do Dark Elves. They're not. I think you need to put away expectations that are not going to be met, and that's one of them. Ain't no way. Do I think Dogs of War is canceled? No. I think it might happen sometime in the future. Isn't the High Elf roster already bloated? I mean, you could argue that, but they have more content to pull from. I don't think. Okay, so I think a misconception, a very big misconception a lot of people have about Total War Warhammer is the idea that they're trying to balance the races, and that's not a thing. I can assure you that is not a thing. There is under no circumstances any interest from CA to like balance all of the factions. Some of the factions are just going to have significantly more content than other factions because Games Workshop just gave them more content. They can't just like make shit up. Games Workshop is not going to let them just make bullshit up. So with that in mind, is the High Elf roster large? Yeah, it's a pretty good sized roster, but they can easily add the Storm of Chaos roster. Very little of which is currently in the High Elf roster. So it's gonna be High Elves. It just I don't know what to tell you. It is. Do you think we'll get Lord Mortkin or Count Mordric at some point? Mortkin, no. I don't think Mortkin will ever come to the game. Mortkin is a very weird character that I think is genuinely kind of tricky to put in the game. Because a lot of people would want him to be a Norsca character, but he's not. He's a Warriors of Chaos character that just happens to be from Norsca. But like he was borderline and Everchosen and rides on a fucking juggernaut and he's in full plate armor and leads a gigantic chaos horde of Warriors of Chaos and Beastmen and stuff. He doesn't fit Norsca very well. He just happens to be from there. But I mean, like, so is Valkia. Valkia is also from Norsca. So I don't know. Count Mordric, I think you would be very likely to see as a legendary hero. I think okay, I'm back. Okay, so that's not good. I will need to. Okay, so that's not good. I'm gonna have to take my PC into the shop. That's actually very scary. Especially because I just spent a stupid amount of money on going to Offguy. Because so my PC is crashing pretty much every stream now. Which is very, very, very concerning. So I guess I'm gonna call my local shop and see when I can get in. Let's see, is it X? Yeah. Event viewer. Logs. System. Yeah. Yeah, because something is crashing my PC when I stream. So, which crashed at, I went too far. Crashed at like 12:09. Yeah, I get a whole bunch of distributed comm errors. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take it in. That fucking sucks. Well, hopefully it's an easy fix. I don't know what it is. Because I am an absolute dumbass when it comes to like hardware and software. So I'll have to take it in and see if they can figure out what's wrong with it, and hopefully it's not an expensive fix. All right, so let's wrap up things here. Let's see. Curious if you have a high elf rework in the works. Vid in the works. Yeah, I do. Do I think we'll get Thankful in Total War 3? Yes, 100%. I think you could feel 100% confident you will get Thankful before the game is done. Check your drivers. I do have Nvidia. Let's see. Control panel. No, this isn't what I wanted. I wanted the other thing. No, my driver's up to date. Yeah, this started happening only like this started happening right before I left for England. Because the first crash I had like this was when I was streaming with Aurelia. And that was like the day before I left. Or like the Thursday before I left. So no, it was a whole like the whole PC just restarts instantly. Like I get a blue screen. I get a very sudden blue stream, and then my computer restarts. I don't think it's heat related. Though I guess I could check my core temp. No, I mean all the temperatures look fine. Yeah, because I mean I have really nice cooling. Not enough power. The power unit's probably dying. Could be. It only what's weird is it only seems to happen when I'm streaming. I haven't been able to get it to happen unless I'm streaming. So, like if I'm just playing video games or my computer's just sitting there, it doesn't do it. It seems to only happen when I'm streaming. But I'm gonna actually like play a bunch of games off stream today and see if I can get it to crash, so that I can figure out like what leads up to it crashing. You think it's something with the current drivers and stream software? Could be. It's spooky, whatever it is. Yeah, no, because I was able to do some pretty power intensive stuff yesterday. Because yesterday I recorded a 2-hour video using OBS. I didn't live stream, but I recorded using OBS. Recorded a 2-hour video. Then I opened my editing software and I like processed it, which is like pretty intensive shit. and like uploaded that whole thing up to like Google Drive and everything, and I didn't have any problems. The only time my PC crashes is when I stream. But it happened on OBS streaming before I left, and now it's happened twice on StreamYard. Check Event Viewer, I did. But the problem is I don't understand what I'm looking at for Event Viewer. It all just looks like gibberish to me. So right before the crash, I didn't get any red warnings. Oh, no, that's not true. See, the AppX SVC service depends on the state repository service, which failed to start because of the following error. And then it says the operation completed successfully. Well, that seems counterintuitive. That was at 12:08. Oh, here we go. No, okay, no. So that was after the crash. See, computer is rebooted from a bug check. The bug check was a bunch of random ass digits. A dump was saved in the following file. So why did you crash? Yeah. Yeah. The problem is I have to take it to somebody that actually knows what they're looking at. System is rebooted without cleanly shutting down. Dump file successfully generated. Shutdown was unexpected. Yeah, I don't fucking know. Do I know what CPU I have? I could check. Let's see. My processor is a 12th generation Intel R Core TM i9 12900K. Nvidia, I think. No, that's my graphics card. So yeah, my processor is an Intel Core i9 12900K. I blame Windows 11. I didn't start having these problems until I got forced booted to Windows 11. Am I worried about the future of Total War? No, not at all. Nope. Nope. I am not worried at all. Genuinely. I agree that the DLCs have been spaced out, unfortunately wide, but these DLCs have been very large. And CA has been putting out regular content. CA has been putting out regular content in like the patches and everything to, carry us between DLCs. So I'm not worried about it. I'm really not. Looking online seems like it might be a power supply issue. While streaming, you'd be drawing a lot of the needed power. Yeah, I mean, it could be my power supply. Thoughts on no legendary hero this time around? I know they don't have to make one. A bit sad that there was none. I want so many more named characters. Yeah, I mean, it would have been nice, but it... so I would hazard a guess that they are so close to being done with the DLC. It comes down to that. So, okay, answer me this. I'll put it this way. Would y'all have wanted a free legendary lord or a free legendary legendary hero if it meant that the DLC was going to be backed up another month? So instead of coming out in like July or August, we had to wait for it to come out in late August, September. Because that would have been the best case scenario, is that it would have backed up the DLC. It would have made the DLC take longer. Because I would guess that's what they were weighing, and they weighed that it was better for them to get it out. Which, like, I'm kind of indifferent. I would have been fine to wait for, like, a free thing. But, because those are always fun. They like, I don't know. I also want the DLC to get out in a timely fashion because it'd be nice for them to get out another DLC. That being said, specifically in answer to your question, Alexander, I'm unbothered because there's a precedent for this. There's a precedent, which is that back, I think it was 3 years ago or 4 years ago, we got the Silence of the Fury trailer for Oxiodal versus Tarax, and we got a teaser because the DLC was close to releasing. So, like, this has happened before. So, because we have a precedent for it, I'm not really that bothered. Especially because we've been getting a lot of free content. Like, every patch has new units. So, whatever. I don't care. Like, we're still, it's been a drip feed, admittedly, but we're still getting stuff, and as long as we're getting stuff, it's fine. I don't know. I'm not in a rush. I would rather that things are at a place where CA is happy with them and they release stuff that they're happy with, and yeah. Regarding the crashes, try restoring your Nvidia driver to 572.83 and see if that fixes it. Ooh, I'm going to have to learn how to do that. I'm going to have to... Can I just, like, find it on their website? Let's see. Nvidia driver 572.83. All right, cool. I will download and install that, and we'll see if that fixes it. All right. Anyway, I gotta bounce because I am gonna I'm gonna go. I need to go pick up dog crap. I need to go pick up dog stuff. Marathi, the Tarmacon Astrogoth Sayl team up will be epic. Yeah. You will have the full Tarmacon crew. It's true. Just saw a YouTube tier list from Legend of Total War, and you were on it. You're super awesome. Your channel is super entertaining. Oh well, thank you. That's very sweet. Tier lists from other content creators is spooky, but hopefully. He said some nice things. I do like Legend. I don't always agree with his decisions or his takes, but I have nothing but immense respect for him as a person. Anywho, if you're like, oh, Sotek, I want to know about like high elf predictions or whatever, I have a playlist on my channel right now. You can go watch right now. I'll even post it for you. I have a playlist where I talk about the High Elves and Slaanesh and Norsca. So here you go. I will post it in the chat. So if you want to go watch and hear all my predictions, then you can go do so. Why is no Darkos? It's a black banner because the black is Norsca. I'm sorry to tell you. All right. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope y'all had fun. SKULLS was a good time. We got some fun little things. I'm actually much more excited for tomorrow. I am much more excited for tomorrow, where CA will be giving us a developer roundtable interview on Norsca. So I will see you guys tomorrow. So till then, please take care. Fatir, Norsca, huh? Very pleasant, but the scene was more interesting, I must admit. By the way, I think the sorcerer shaman with the stag head looks like an amber wizard. So he's similar. He's a shaman. which Amber Wizards of the Empire are a type of shaman as well. So there are similarities between them, but the wizards you were seeing in the trailer are the new Shaman Sorcerer Lord, which hopefully is going to be called a Vitki and not just Shaman Sorcerer Lord, because Shaman Sorcerer Lord is a very boring name. Vitki is much cooler and thematic and actually Norscan. But anyway, thank you all for the support and all that jazz. I will see y'all tomorrow for Norsca news, and hopefully it'll be super exciting because I know CA is going to be revealing at least some stuff. And yeah, we'll do it then. So take care. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.